first round of VFS, and we've seen the first round of the female category in the formation skydiving and in the open. What we're going into next, Ray?
I think we're going back into the VFS at some point, I think, Regan. Yeah, we should have the round 2 of VFS and for FS as well is coming up, which is going to be amazing. You know, I think we blinked,
yeah.
And it was round 1 has gone. Next in we have round 2, which is great. So we've got, I think we've got the VFS, the Skyrider Speedfly, they're coming in from Poland.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can do. It's very exciting.
Friday morning, 9:21. Very warm welcome. He's just joined us worldwide on the live stream.
So round 2 for the VFS, excuse me, is a 4EIA, which is chain gang, wave, trident, and a cross. So here we do have some levels that we will witness as well. And the thing about, I guess, the VFS, at least from what I've noticed, and when I try and fly it, is that maintaining the levels and the proximity when you have 2 people head up or 2 people head down, or like, you know, cross groups, is actually quite tricky, you know, to actually maintain that level flying. And I think that one of the things that is hard for these teams when you start forming a VFS team is trying to understand the different levels that you're looking for.
I didn't realise you'd flown VFS.
I'm trying, Regan. So here we have, at the moment, we have the Skyrider Speedfly from Poland. Just starting out, I believe, but it's great to have this level view of what they're doing. They're quite high up in the tunnel though, so I might want to bring it down a little bit. You can hear that tunnel, it's like much louder.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you can feel it, can't you?
Exactly. So I think the interesting thing about this round is it has the trident in it, which is the eye, which is you had a head down and a head up group, so 2 levels, but you have a foot dock that's taken in here as well, which makes it a little bit tricky to take that foot dock in the middle. You have the chain gang, I think, is the block at the beginning of this round, which is a mixture of vertical, head up, head down, and they have to flip and turn to, I guess they like translate or rotate into their opposite position.
Yeah.
So head up to head down and head down to head up. Again, it's all about levels. Yeah, I have tried to fly a little bit of VFS. It's tricky.
I'll bet. Well, you've been putting a lot of work into your free flying of late.
I have been trying. I'm trying. It's just so much of a challenge. I mean, obviously, like learning belly and being, you know, doing a lot of belly flying. It's been, it's a great journey, and I wanted a bit more of a challenge. I wanted to try something different, and then I said also I wanted to kind of like make it look pretty as well. So kind of I'm now torn in this place between like wanting to fly dynamic, but also wanting to fly some VFS because that suits my FS nature as well, I guess.
Well, I think whatever you've done in the past, Ray, stick at it, because you know you started your FS jumping, you're on big ways, and you went into 4-way, and you got yourself to the top. So whatever formula you use for that, I think stick to that for your free flying.
Thank you. I'll see how many years I've got left in me.
Well, there goes the window team.
Yeah.
That's the second one through the door.
And another round of applause. So they're looking pretty good, huh?
It's nice to see the audience on such good spirits
I
so
know.
early in the morning.
Exactly. I hope we get this all day.
Very good morning to you here in the tunnel, everybody. It's great to have you here.
I think we're all busy
Poland.
over there. Yeah. So next in, we have, I believe, fly spot definition.
Yes.
These guys manage their levels really well, actually. If you're looking at it from the level camera, just the view into the tunnel, you can see how hard they're having to work at the level when they're taking those foot docks. It's good to see. Fly spot definition. Been growing and growing, and you know, they're there in their nice tight suits. This is more the dynamic flying, which is interesting. I was just saying that the fly spot definition guys are looking pretty good, and a big round of applause for them.
Great stuff. Monday, this is the team that have come over from Dubai. They've been training in-flight Dubai, but they're putting their own team together now. Nothing to do with Skydive Dubai. There's no more sponsored teams out there. This is individual people spending their own cash, as it should be.
It's interesting. I was just making the observation. The fly spot definition guys have got very tight suits, more the dynamic flying suits, like, you know, don't have a lot of drag.
Yeah.
Much harder to do VFS in, and like a Moody coming in, have the baggy suits where you can get a little bit more drag off your feet, you know, that you would need. And it's interesting to see where it's going, because, you know, you don't get too much crossover between those and those really tight suits and those in the baggy suits.
My FS suit's got quite tight.
Has it?
Yeah.
Just in one place, Regan.
That's right. It's my
That
feet.
place that everybody looks towards.
Well, it's a bit early today to be talking about things like that, right?
Okay, we'll have a chat about it later.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams in the VFS.
Yeah, 5 teams. So, you know, I always hopeful for a little bit more, because it's just such a great. And I asked our UK team, Omni, they couldn't make it out.
Yeah.
Another round of applause there for me. That was fantastic. But they were saying obviously they had to choose their battles and where they could actually go, and they're looking forward to the event in Montreal.
Right.
Later on in the year. So they couldn't make it. So next in we've got SDC Core heroes, wonderful people.
USA. Over 15 countries represented in this event. Here they go.
They move super fast. Got a very flowy kind of move to the way that they fly relative to each other. I think Dusty's just had an operation, I think, on as well, so he's just coming back to full fitness. Seems to be flying pretty well for it though. As I said, I've already seen Kai Kai do his stretches, so we know he's ready.
Yeah.
It's great. I bumped into Stephanie in Voss. She was coaching the Norwegian VFS team, and it was great to see what these guys have got big plans for this year as well. You know, and they're all over the world. I mean, to be fair, between them, I think they coach pretty much all of the VFS teams across the globe.
Yeah.
So pretty good bunch of flyers. SDC Core.
Oh yeah.
And a big round of applause for SDC Core.
Fantastic. What a great start to the day.
Exactly.
It is Friday morning and it's just coming up on 9:30. We've had one round of the formation skydiving in the open and in the female category and 2 rounds of the VFS race.
Oh, no. Super fast. Where's it going?
Very good morning. Welcome to the studio here, the Red Bull studio here at Windor, Wing Games 2017. Ray, we just saw the VFS there. Obviously, SDC Core stamping their authority. Who do you think's looking like secondary?
Windor's looking really good, huh? I keep glancing and missing them, but they're looking pretty strong. Moody as well is looking pretty good. You can't rule out fly spot definition looked pretty good as well on that round. So I guess it's going to go down round to round. And we've got some rounds coming up later on, I think, where we're going to have different variations of different continuity being taken. So it's going to be interesting to see how they get, how the different teams deal with that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's running so fast as well, isn't it? You're keeping a tight schedule here on the competition round. It's going so quick.
I know, because they've got so many teams. They've got to fill them all in the next 2 days. It's like more teams, but only 2 days. So there's a lot going on.
Well, we're going to welcome into the studio now SDC Core, as we've just been talking about. They're here with us. Come and join us, guys. Welcome after your 2 rounds of VFS.
Just free. Let me come on in. Come on in. I'll stand. You sit.
Jason Russell, very warm welcome. Welcome to Spain.
Thanks, Regan.
And how's the year been for you so far? January, did anything happen?
We honestly not been doing much. One of our teammates, Dusty Hanks, had shoulder surgery. He was struggling through a torn bicep tendon for about 8 months of our last season. So most of last season. So as soon as we finished U.S. Nationals at the end of October, he had surgery immediately. So we had not as much training as we would have liked coming into this comp.
And what have you got lined up for this year? What's your schedule like?
We've got 3 more tunnel meets, I think, in the Paraclete XP meet in March. We've got Virginia Beach qualifier. We've got the Montreal meet coming up. And then, of course, the Germany World Cup, which should feature 3 VFS teams from the U.S., which will be nice. Normally, the U.S. is underrepresented at the World Cup. So that'll be a good year. And then U.S. Nationals.
It's good to see VFS still keep going. I mean, it's had its dips, it's had its ups and downs. How do you feel it's going? What's your feeling on it?
Well, we do a fair bit of the coaching for VFS teams around the world, and I think that there is good participation. It's nice to see a second team from Poland. There's 3 serious teams in the U.S., so that's nice. The Canadian team is kind of struggling with some budget issues. They're not training as much as they would like, but they're still a good team. There's a second team in Canada now. There's a good Australian team. There's 2 teams in the UK. So, you know, it does go through some peaks and valleys, but right now it seems to be going all right.
Well, we've had a few messages through from people watching worldwide. Blythe Jordan says hello. She's watching at home.
Yeah. She's our big supporter. She's our team everything.
Packer as well. She's a rigger as well, isn't she?
Yeah, she packs for us. She rigs for us. She does everything we need. It's amazing.
She's a good photographer too. So does she take photographs of you as well?
Occasionally, yeah. That's you know, not a paid service, but she does a lot of that. She does a lot of traveling and great photos from around the world.
Well, Jason, it's great to have you here and all the rest of the team as well. Thanks very much for joining us here at Window. We'll let you go and dirt dive the next round.
Right on. Thanks, Regan.
It's great action and we are here live for the next 2 days from Win Games 2017. Hashtag more than a tunnel. Hashtag choose your battles wisely. And hashtag Win Games 2017, of course. We hope you're well. Let us know where you are. Let us know where you're watching. And don't forget to send in those pictures well on Instagram. And give us a shout out on Facebook. We've got the Facebook page of Win Games 2017 and Window. Got all the information there of all the teams and all the schedule. And we've also got for you a prize, a competition. If you can jot down who you think is going to win each event, there's some big prizes, some tunnel time for you to win.
I need to do that a bit later. Sounds good. I think I've got my ideas now. They're all ready for me.
So we've had 2 rounds of VFS. We're going into the second round of formation skydiving with the female category first, are we?
That's right, yeah. We're starting off with the female category, and the next round is C2111. So a bit more of a technical round. It's got a pretty boogie block in the 21, but the 11's always never, for me as a front piece flyer, has never been my favourite block. So again, it's straight up, but 2 blocks, a little bit more technical. So we'll see how the girls get on with that.
And who was any surprises there in the first round in the female category for you?
Not really, not at all. It pretty much went as expected. I think the 2 French teams are looking strong, and NFTO are looking pretty strong as well. There could be a little bit of battle for second and third, but I imagine that